Hi everybody, my name is Gaming Mule and welcome to Gaming Mule Live. We are back with some more Final Fantasy X. Tonight, we are just going to have an absolute piss about trying to sort some shit out, side quest wise. I've been out this evening. I am feeling a little bit worse for wear. I'm a wee bit drunk. Just a little bit drunk. So, with where we've been going tonight with... sorry, not tonight. With where we've been going so far with Final Fantasy X, I think it's time that we need to think about doing some Don Tombury shit. Like, using some of the in-game... using some of the in-game mechanics to basically get shitloads of XP. Now I understand that there is a Don Tombury exploit that you can use, and so we want to get loads of One Eye in the monster arena. Now, I think that the important thing that we need to realise right now is whether or not we can beat One Eye. Because we need to use One Eye to get as many accessories that give us, like, is it like double AP or something like that? Something like that. So, either way, I know that this stream isn't going to go well because I've had rather a lot to drink this evening, but at the same time it could be good for a laugh. I've got my spring water here because I've had too much to drink. I'm not gonna drink anymore. I'm just filling up. So we need to get as many One Eye as possible, basically, at this point in time, because we need to get as many weapons that give something like double AP or something like that, or triple overdrive. I'm not really that bothered at the minute, but either way, it's what we need to get. So I would say what we need to do now is head to the Calmlands and see how we're doing in the ways of One Eye. I know that we already have a One Eye. Like, we can... I know that I've already sourced enough monsters for a single One Eye. So, whether or not we can actually beat him, that's the thing. We need to know whether or not we can actually beat One Eye. Can we beat him? I don't know. I've no idea. Literally, I have no idea. So, I think that's the most important thing now, is we need to find out whether or not we can beat him. And if we can beat him, then we'll source some more. And we'll see how it goes. Ah, Mysticus, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. I'm probably going to embarrass myself on the stream because I am horrifically drunk on this stream tonight. When you saw... last time you saw me, I was stone cold sober. It was a weekday. But tonight I've had rather a lot to drink with one of my fellow streamers, one of my fellow daydreamers, Sonny. So I've come back and I thought I don't want to go to bed yet. I want to do some more Final Fantasy X because I've had a blast with Final Fantasy X this week. So even though I am completely smashed out of my face, we're going to carry on. Mysticus says you're good. Good. I'm glad you're well. Thank you so much for joining. And it's... I tell you what, I was speaking to one of my fellow daydreamers earlier, because I'm part of another channel called Daydreamer Gaming. It's a collaboration channel. You can find a link to it on the homepage of this channel. We were saying how humbled we were by people from all over the world joining our streams, and how amazing it is the fact that, like, we're just playing some stupid game and talking shit on the internet, and people from all over the world are joining us and talking to us. And they used you as an example because you were from Poland. And I was saying how amazing it was that somebody from Poland was watching me talk shit and playing silly games on the internet. I just think it's amazing. So again, thank you so much for joining. And I honestly used you as an example in a conversation that we had earlier. Right, hold on. No, not now. Oh no, we don't want to get into this kind of situation. Hold on. I just want to try and beat this one-eye guy. In fact, actually, hold on a second. Let's try and stick some decent weapons on these guys. Right, let's put that on Tidus, and then put Mazamoon. Where's Mazamoon? There we go. On Oren. Gonna save the game. Awesome. You sound a little worse for wear, says Lee. Better weapons always helps. I am a little worse for wear. In fact, if I'm going to be completely honest, I am absolutely smashed out of my fucking tits, Lee. So, yeah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. As long as it doesn't matter what state I'm in. As long as we have a nice time, who fucking cares? Right, fight monsters. So One Eye is a original monster, I think. Where's One Eye? I'm sure we've got a One Eye already. Positive. I thought we already had a One Eye. Hold on a minute. Right, area conquest. Apparently not. Species conquest. Original. Oh, okay. Apparently we haven't got One Eye yet, so we need to source a bit of One Eye. Why not? It's bank holiday, says Lee. Enjoy yourself. Absolutely, mate. Thank you. I fucking will. Right, okay. So we need to source some One Eyes. I was sure that we had some One Eyes. Apparently not. Okay, that's fine. Right. So for One Eye, we need 4 of each of the following monsters. 4 of each. I tell you what, people that join this stream that have never watched this stream before must think I'm an absolute fucking arsehole. Right, 4 of each. Okay, 4 of each. Floating high. Mian High Road. Okay. Right, so if we have a look at... Oh no, not chat. I don't want to talk to you, you fucking prick. Right, Mian High Road. We need Floating Eye. Right, we've got 10 of them, so there's no point in getting any more of them. Bua, Thunder Plains. So let's have a look at the Thunder Plains. We need Bua. We've got 10 of them, which is fine. We need Evil Eye Macalania. We haven't got any Evil Eyes at Macalania, so we need to head there. Evil Eye God, I can't even write. I'm so smashed out my face. Seriously, if you guys could see this writing, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, I'll show you. This is my writing at the minute. It is the worst writing you've ever seen in your life. That is my writing. It's reversed by the looks of it. That is how I'm writing at the minute. That is how fucking smashed I am. And I'm trying to get this back to how I would normally have it now. This is going to be a problem. There we go. Is my worst, says Mysticus, who's from Poland. And are you, Mysticus? Are you a lady or a gentleman? Because I noticed in my on my channel that you subscribed, which is fantastic, by the way. Please be sure to subscribe to the Gaming Mule channel. That you had like a what's her face? That female singer. Basically, you had like a female singer who's your like your main picture, and I thought I was probably calling you a dude when we were talking to each other on the feed earlier, like the other day. You are a man. You are a man. You're a man. Grr. You're a man. Marvellous. I'm just curious because whenever I see somebody new in the chat, I would say, how's it going, dudes? But then in a lot of instances, it could be a lady. I don't want to come across as sexist, which has happened before in the chat. Right, anyway. Right, we need some Evil Eye from Macalania. So we should head to Macalania and get some Evil Eye. Absolutely. So board airship. That's it, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, you're like Avatar. Your picture on YouTube is Nicki Minaj, and I thought, shit, I was calling this guy a dude when he was talking in the chat, but he's got a Nicki Minaj picture. Maybe he's a lady, but no, he's a dude with a Nicki Minaj picture. Right, we need to head to Macalania and get some Evil Eye. And we'll just get 10 of them. You don't need 10 of them to get one eye, but I think like we need to get as many one eye as possible. So we might as well just farm as many of these Evil Eye as possible. Is there any others we need to get in Macalania? No, but some of them we need to get at Omega, which isn't good, because we are not ready for Omega. But we might as well farm them as much as we can. If this is your first time at Daydreaming Gaming, please be aware that this is not what all the streams are normally like. Well, it kind of is, actually. We can finally use Orin. Oh, you fucking knob. Right. Right, but at least we can use Waka. And actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Waka, we haven't even got Waka's ultimate weapon yet. And actually wants to capture some of these bastards. So, I need to change my weapons over to capture. Right, we need to change some weapons around. Right, so Waka needs capture. Oh, hold on. Tidus needs Tame Your Sword, and Auron needs Beastmaster. And we need to capture as many Evil Eyes as we can. is Evil Eyes, isn't it? Yeah. So 10 Evil Eyes until we reach the limit. Anybody that's watching, this is the first time you've joined the Gaming Mule channel, please be sure to hit subscribe, share, all that bollocks. I'm still going to carry on capturing stuff while we're at it. If you're watching this, please be sure to say hi in the chat. Give me some chat about Final Fantasy, if you like Final Fantasy. If this is the first time you're stumbling around Final Fantasy, tell me what you think. I've had some fantastic banter recently from guys that are massive fans of Final Fantasy, so it's always good to see you guys in the chat. Oh shit. Oh, don't get rid of Brotherhood. Ah. I need to get rid of some of my fucking stuff out of my inventory. And considering the fact that I'm slightly drunkard, the chances of me getting rid of Brotherhood are a lot higher. We'll just walk around Makalani and find out if we come across any one-eyes. Because we want as many as we can, so we need to stick around the same area if there is any one-eyes. It is one-eyes, isn't it? Floating eyes, sorry. Floating eyes. If anybody's just joined, basically I'm smashed out my face, but what we're going to be doing is I'm trying to prepare myself for doing the Don Tombury AP trick. So basically I need to farm a load of monsters so that I can get one eye, and I need to basically get as many of those as possible at the minute. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing at the minute. If you're watching this, please be sure to say hi in the chat.
Enough.
I've been out on the booze since 5 o'clock this afternoon. So what time is it now? It's well, it's midnight. So yeah, I'm rather drunkard, but because I've been streaming all week this week, I thought it'd be a shame not to stream when I got back. Right, give me some evil eye, you motherfuckers. We don't even want any of these. I don't even know why I'm capturing them. But I mean, it'll do us good in the monster arena, but it's actually not what I'm after. We want some evil eye. Evil eye. Don't. Oh no! 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 Oh God! Don't get rid of Brotherhood. I made this mistake earlier in the week. I wasn't even pissed. I was just playing the game and I got rid of like some awesome amounts of gear just because I wasn't paying attention, and I was just pressing X at the end of every battle, and I ended up getting rid of like some decent gear.
No time to waste. Let's go.
So I had to like restart all over again. Like this glorious shield. Don't give a shit. Where are these bastards? I mean, I've certainly captured them before, Evil Eye. I've definitely captured them before. Hold on, let's... Actually, no. Well, actually, no, I might not have done. Because I haven't done the area conquest for Makalania yet. So actually, maybe I haven't seen them. So we need to find the area where Evil Eyes hang out, which isn't around here by the looks of things. Mystica says, you're doing great even though you were drunk. Cheers, man! Thank you! I'd like to think so. So, Mysticus, I'm assuming that you're a Final Fantasy fan. What's your favourite Final Fantasy? Or what's the Final Fantasy that you would love playing the most? Talk to me. Tell me what you like. Griff is in the chat. That guy with the orange hair looks like an asshole. Which one? Some of them look like that. Some of them have got orange hair. Are you talking about Walker? Are you talking about Titus? What are you talking about, Griff? Either way, thanks for joining. Thanks for keeping me company. I want to know where the hell I need to go to find some of these Evil Eye things. I have absolutely no idea. If we come down here, we're still in Makalai. No, this is the Thunder Plains. You don't come down here. No, balls to that. I don't know these people's names, man. The most I played is Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy II, says Mysticus. I don't know these people's names, man. Griff, are you not a Final Fantasy fan, Griff? Surely you've played Final Fantasy X before. But Mysticus says the most that he's played is Final Fantasy X and X-2, which is fantastic. I'm getting a lot of people in the comments when I'm doing these streams are saying that I need to play Final Fantasy X too. So I think that once I've finished with this, which still is going to take a while, I'll do a bit of Final Fantasy X. Oh, this is Macalania Woods. So maybe if we wander around here, we'll find either like that's Calmlands. So hold on, let me just have a wander around here for a second, because you get different monsters in different areas. Only played the original PlayStation ones, became a PC guy after that, says Griff. Well, when you say original PlayStation ones, how far back are we going? I'm assuming by original PlayStation ones, you're talking about like Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9. I'm assuming that's what you mean. But you missed out if you didn't play like 10 and 10. I was going to say 10-2 then. I'm still not a massive fan of 10-2, but people on these streams keep telling me that I need to play 10-2. And I might have to go for it. Once I've finished with this, I think I might have to go for a bit of 10-2 action. Griff says 7, 8 and 9, we went over this the other day. Lol, tried to keep up. Sorry, Griff, I'm sorry. Dude, I've been out all night with Sonny. I'm smashed out of my tits. I'm trying to find out where to find these effing monsters that I'm trying to look for. I've heard they are planning to do Final Fantasy X-3, says Mr. Cuss. I've heard that as well, but that is something that is... oh, fuck, we're in the Thunder Plains again now. Yeah, I've heard that, but it's... Personally, in my opinion, I don't think that's going to happen, or at least it's not going to happen anytime soon, because... Hold on, we'll go up here. Because the thing about Square Enix is, personally, I think that in every situation, they bite off more than they can chew. They announce games years before they're going to be released. Like, for example, like, what was it with the Final... What was it that finally became Final Fantasy 15? Was it Final Fantasy 13 versus some bollocks? And they announced it absolutely years ago. and then they finally realised that it was absolute bollocks, and it became Final Fantasy 15. And they're doing the same with Final Fantasy 7. I mean, they've announced the Final Fantasy 7 remake, which is great, and I'm super stoked for that, and I'm going to buy that the day it comes out, and I think I'm going to book the day off work so that I can stream it. But that means if they're gonna release a Final Fantasy 13, then it's going to be so many years away. They announce things like so many years in advance, Square Enix, it's ridiculous. Like, supposedly Final Fantasy 7 Remake is going to come out this year, I think, but quite frankly, I don't see that happening. I don't have high hopes for it. I'm gonna keep my expectations very low for it, if I'm going to be frank, because even though the trailers for it look fucking amazing, I don't want to be horrifically disappointed. Griff says, I remember the commercial for 10-2 was like a pop idol music video. If that game isn't about a girl band saving the world, I'm going to be pissed. that is what 10-2 is. I mean, it was really like pathetic and weird. And it was a girl band that's saving the world. That's exactly what 10-2 was. But it was fun. It was a good laugh. It was a good crack. That's one of the things that actually I didn't mind about 10-2. I didn't actually mind the whole girl power, girl band thing. I mean, you see a lot of people on the internet moaning about female characters in video games, saying that it's just to appease, I want to say feminist, but it's not feminist, is it? It's just to appease equal rights between the male and female gender, which I disagree with. I just think, you know, sometimes if you want to tell a story, then sometimes it's better if you've got a male or a female character, and I think that Final Fantasy X-2 was about female characters. I mean, it was about the loss that Yuna felt of losing Tidus. And it was about her, so there's absolutely no reason why it shouldn't be about a bunch of female characters. Anyway, am I getting too deep into this? I don't know. The story of Final this is Mysticus. The story of Final Fantasy X-2 is only about Yuna and how she's doing after Tidus' disappearance. I think it's a nice storyline. Exactly. That is what I just said, and I completely agree. That is what it's all about. It's about Yuna trying to find Tidus again, and that's what made it a good story. And I'll tell you what, it had a great soundtrack, and at some points in that game, paired with the soundtrack, it did genuinely get at my heartstrings. It's a sad.
No time to waste. Let's go.
It's a sad story. And okay, I'm gonna bring out some stuff now because I've had a few beers, so fuck it. I'll say some things. I was genuinely upset in Final Fantasy VII when Aeris died. Like, totally upset. I even think I may have shed a tear when Aeris died. And you know, I'm comfortable with saying that. I'm the man. I'm comfortable with saying that sort of shit.
No time to waste. Let's go.
I think I felt the same at the end of Final Fantasy X. I honestly think that there is a possibility that I might have shed a tear at the end of Final Fantasy X. I think the thing that gets it for me is when Tidus becomes a dream again. Spoiler alert. when Titus becomes a dream again, and you see him, and the camera kind of rushes through, and you see Braska, and you see Oren, and then you see Jekt, and he gives Jekt a high five, like, you know, we're mates now, it's fine, we're cool. That sort of that got to me quite a bit. Yeah, that's what gets to me. I don't know if any of you guys agree with me. I'd love to know if you agree with me or if I'm just being a soppy swat. But that's what gets to me. We've not actually achieved anything. I've been trying to catch Evil Eye in Macalania, and we've not actually caught a single one, I don't think. So we're obviously in the wrong area. But so we've been streaming now for 33 minutes. And we have achieved absolutely fuck all.
See ya.
Yeah, we have literally achieved nothing so far. We need... motherfucking butterflies. I hate these butterfly bastards. They're a bunch of fucking knobs. We're not really achieving anything. The Evil Eye is on the route to the temple. Says... Mysticus. Oh, okay. Which way do we have to go for that? Which way is the route to the temple in Macalania? If it's back the way that we've already come, I'm gonna go fucking mental. How do you... Oh, motherfucker! How do you get to the temple? Around Macalania. Right, avoid the red bastard butterflies. Fuck off, red butterflies! I'm not interested at this point. Oh. Son of a bitch!
Farewell.
Ah! Ah! Remember where there was a Rin agency in Macalania? Yeah, that's right at the start. Like, when you get off the airship, you're at the Rin agency. Please don't tell me it's near there. If it's near the Rin agency, which is right at the start when you get off the airship, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. It's unreal. Son of a bitch! Anybody that is watching this, please say hi in the chat. If you're new to this channel, please be sure to hit like, subscribe. It is a massive help. And it makes me feel good about myself, so, you know, at least you're helping one person. They are in the place where Waka knows the truth about Riku. Okay. It's... I can't remember where that is. I thought that he finds out about Riku towards the Moonflow. Which I can't remember. Is that next to the Macalania, like, road? Can't remember. I really hope not. It better not be. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to run towards the end of Macalania, because we're going in like the opposite direction to where you're saying. What's the deal with Riku? Also, who's Riku? Oh, Griff wants to know who's Riku. He doesn't play Final Fantasy. Riku is... I tell you, we'll bring Riku out for a second. That's Riku. She's useless, as you can see.
Farewell.
She is only... Well, she's not... The thing is, though, is that she's not useless. She's actually really useful when it comes to, like, the really hard endgame bosses, which is what we're aiming for. But at the minute, she is completely useless to me. In fact, she's incredibly annoying and a pain in the ass. She's hot, says Griff. I don't know. She's gonna emasculate. Can't speak. Emasculate. Emasculate you. Is that the right word? Because she's good with like machines and stuff like that. So if you've got like a car or something, then and you're having problems with it and you're trying to fix it, she'll just like swoop right in there and fix it for you, and you'll end up hating her forever and then regret ever going out with her. That's if you ever did go out with her. It's all hypothetical. We're just going through hypothetical situations now. I'm just talking absolute bollocks. Oh, why are we still using her? Where's Waka? That's your fault, Griff. Making me use fucking Riku. No, in Macalania when brother tried to kidnap Riku. Well, where is that? Where is it? That didn't even happen in Macalania, did it? It's going to be near Rin's agency, isn't it? I mean, we're near the start of Macalania now, aren't we? We've like totally traversed this shit. Return to the airship and choose location Lake Macalania. Okay, alright. Okay. We're probably near a safe point now to get back to the airship, so that's fine. God, we've been streaming for 40 minutes and I've achieved nothing! Absolutely nothing! Hold on, I don't want to save the game, you fucking idiot. Right, okay, board airship. Right. We should save the game, even though I've achieved nothing, we're still going to save the game. There'll be a road to Temple of Macalania, says Mysticus. Okay, fine. All right. Right. Okay. Fine. I'll take your word for it. Right. Even though... Right. Lake Macalania.
Yeah, here we go.
I need a drink. Hold on. Okay, we're back at Lake Macalania. So, we came this way before, so... But, okay. Right, if we go this way then... Oh shit, these are new. These are all new, aren't they? I should probably write these down. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? Right. All we care is about Evil Eye. Okay, we'll go down this way. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? There will be a route to Temple of Macalania. Okay. So basically, we went in the completely wrong direction. And this is still Lake Macalania. I'm just shit at games. I just want to make people aware that, you know, please don't use these streams as a guide or anything to playing Final Fantasy games. I am shit at games. Yeah, you were going right. Whee! Marvellous. Ah, okay, right. We'll save the game here then. The stream's going to drop out for a second, but that's fine. What time is it? Half past 12 at night. Jesus! Right. So hopefully we come across some evil eye. We'll spend 40... Ah, there's one. That's going to be an evil eye, isn't it? God! Yeah, finally! Right, evil eye. Oh, I need to keep a tally of these bastards. I want to capture as many as possible. Evil eye. 1.
Farewell.
Griff says you'd be so fucked if Mysticus wasn't there. You're totally right, man. You're totally right. But thank God that he is here. You'd be no help, Griff. You're supposed to be the right-hand man here on Daydreaming Gaming. You haven't given us anything. That's 2. Where's my pen? There we go. 2. I'm not keeping track of any of these other monsters, which I probably should be doing, but fuck it,
no
who
time
cares?
to waste. Let's go.
I mean, Griff, if you were going to be useful, you'd have told me to stay in this area at the start of the stream, but you didn't, did you? I'm sorry. I'm just abusing anybody for any excuse whatsoever. I fucking love you, Griff. Alright, this is going to be 3 evil eye. My bad, man. I'll still be hard next time. It's alright. It's alright. You keep sticking around these streams and we will continue to love you for absolute effort. Right. We should probably stay away from the temple because I imagine that we'll get hit by some Dark Aeon pricks. There's another evil eye.
Enough.
Booyah. Well, that's 5. We have totally just wasted 40 minutes of this stream.
Farewell.
Mysticus says if you go right into a temple, you have to fight Dark Shiva. That is why we are steering well clear of those bastard Yevonites. Fucking Yevonites. But we're finding lots of evil eye now. Totally just waited 40 minutes of stream, but yeah, you know, whatever. Shit happens. We've got Mysticus and we've got Griff in the stream. Who needs anything else? Oh. Ah, there's another route up here. We can go... Oh, okay. Go away! I don't care! I don't care about all you other stupid monsters. We want more evil eye. We want 10 evil eye. We're halfway there. Right. I'm gonna go up here. Yes. A level 1 key sphere. What? Why? I mean, really, honestly, what's the point? Aha! Oh, there's 2 here. Yes.
It's over.
No.
Farewell.
Did you catch FA's Omega Ruins? No, I didn't. That's going to be the most challenging one to do out of all of these. Sadly. I don't think that's going to happen tonight because, like, as I say, I've wasted, like, nearly an hour just pissing about Lake Makalani because I went in the wrong cocking direction. So I'm an absolute fucking idiot. Right, okay, this should bring us up to the limit now, actually. Right. Evil Eye captured. This should say Evil Eye limit, or whatever it says.
See ya.
Oh. Can you catch more than 10? I thought that you could only catch 10 of each monster. Okay. We'll wait till we find the next Evil Eye. It's a shame more people aren't here. This is pretty damn entertaining, says Griff. Thank you! I would imagine that this is actually really not entertaining, seeing some drunk fucking English knobbers pissing about on a game that's like over 10 years old, or around 10 years old, making an absolute fucking knob of himself. But thanks for saying that it is entertaining. Means a lot. Means a lot. Where's the nearest save point so that we can get back to the airship? Right, we've got to meet the fucking limit now. There's 2 of them. Yes! Right, okay, we've at least reached the limit now, so that's good. Mystica says, you drunk probably will speak in Polish well. Right, you're saying that when I'm drunk I'll be able to speak in Polish? I'd love to be able to speak in Polish. Or are you saying that when I'm drunk I sound like I'm speaking Polish? Oh my god, Wacker's nearly dead! Oh my god, I didn't even notice that! Oh, Oren, what are you fucking playing at? Oren, sort your shit out, man.
Let's go.
Right, hold on a minute. We need to get some healing on the go here. We're gonna die. Okay, right. Okay, we're back in the airship. I've tried to make notes about our progress here, but seriously, it is not looking good. Like, seriously, like, hold on a minute. These are my notes, if you can see them. Can you decipher any of that shit? Those are my notes on the progress that we've made tonight. Jesus Christ. I am truly awful. Truly awful. No, when you are drunk, it will be easier for you to say Polish words, says Mysticus. Okay, so what? Give me. I mean, I don't speak Polish. There's no like way around it. I quite simply don't speak Polish. So give me something. Give me something to say in Polish. Like, write it out, and then you can tell me what it means afterwards, and then I'll probably get taken offline for saying, like, really awful things on the internet. Right, okay. Anyway. Evil Eye times 10. We have them. Boom. Okay? Floating Eye, not Evil Eye. Fucking idiot. Right, floating eye times 10 we've got. Okay. So we need some Bua on the Thunder Plains. There's a decent possibility I might have already captured 10 of them, so let's go back to the Calmlands and find out what we do have, and then we can find out what we actually fucking need. No!
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Looks like you wrote 8 at one point. Did you get 8 of something? I have no idea. Does anything look like... I don't see anything that looks like an 8 there. I mean, my handwriting is terrible at the best of times, but when I've had a few beers, you know, it's literally indecipherable. Why am I at the Calmlands? Oh yeah, I need to find out what monsters I've captured and what I haven't. Want to ride a chocobo? You goddamn right I want to ride a goddamn fucking chocobo. Drink driving on a chocobo. Right, we're back at the monster arena. I hope you like that little dance. Okay, so Witam. Witam? Means hello in Polish. Witam? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Pronouncing that correctly. Am I saying things in Sean Connery voice? I like to say Witam. That's hello in Polish. Let's talk to you, you motherfucker. I've been researching specimens, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Right. So One Eye is a species conquest monster, apparently. Is that right? Or is the original monster? It can't be a species. It's not a species. Oh, okay, maybe he is. Right, species conquest. Okay, fine. Oh, Jesus, where have all these comments come from? Okay. No, but you almost say it right. Witam, or Witam. I can't think of any other way to say it. Witam. Witam. Ah, Dante is in the stream. How's it going, man? Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for the sub before, by the way. Man, when I get drunk, I can't even find the X button on the DualShock. I must say it is becoming rather difficult. I said becoming, it's been difficult with the whole cocking thing. Right, okay, so... what am I looking for? Right. So, me... Right, Mia and High Road. Floating Eye, we've got 10 of them. And that's the limit, isn't it? Okay, so we've got that. And then you've got Bua on the Thunder Plains. We've got 10 of them. Evil Eye on Macalania. We've got 10 of them. Araman on Mount Gagazet. We've only got 3 of them, so we might need to go to Mount Gagazo. Floating Death. Omega Dungeon. So I think we're going to have to return to the Omega Ruins for a bit. Yeah. Okay, we're going to have to head to Omega. Which isn't good because I'm not that well leveled. But we'll see how it goes. Also, you can say Hej or Hey, 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 Hej or Hey, or oh god, I have no idea what that is. Check is that, or sec means hello to? I have no idea. Gonna save the game, people. Oh no. That's not how you save the game. I don't even know how to save the game anymore. Anybody that's new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe to the Gaming Mule channel. The streams that I normally do are more coherent than this. But I do a number of other things, so please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter at GamingMule88. We're going to head to Omega Ruins. We're going to do a little bit around there, and then we should probably end the stream because it is rather late at night. My word, it is nearly 10 to 1 in the morning. And it's a bank holiday, so tomorrow I'm going to be heading over to some village with my girlfriend, and we're going to experience Great Britain in its finest.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
For second time you said hey, right, or hedge? Hey? I'm assuming it's hey. Hey! Hey, baby! Ooh! I wanna know if you be my girl. Sorry. Had to be done. Had to be done, guys. Sorry. Yes. Hey! So if you say, well, that's the same thing in Great Britain. If you say hey to somebody, that means hello. You go hey. Okay, I actually need to concentrate on this because this is like endgame monsters, isn't it? Right. Okay, let's get Riku out. Oh, I can't concentrate on this stuff. It was alright earlier because I didn't have to concentrate on anything. I have to actually worry about monsters now. Be careful, you can find great Marlboros there. That thing can wipe your party. If I'm going to be... Yeah, absolutely, Dante. These things are going to sort me out. But quite frankly, I think pretty much anything is going to wipe me out here. Right, I think we need to bring Yuna in. We've not used Yuna in a long time. And I think we need to bring out fucking Anima. Because Anima is a motherfucking badass motherfucking bitch. I'm going to be streaming for just over an hour. See, the thing about, well, being drunk in general is the fact that you need, me personally, I smoke, and it's fine when I'm sober when I'm streaming and I go for a couple of hours without a smoke. But when I've had a few beers, it becomes a lot more difficult, so I'm going to have to go on to RoboFag. There we go. Right. Anyway, pain. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into RoboFag now, or Johnny Five's cock, as I like to call it. Oh, we've got somebody new in the chat. Richard's Final Fantasy. Hi, how's it going? Any special plans for this playthrough? Well, no, not particularly. Not for this particular playthrough. Or, well, if you're talking about this video, nothing particularly new on this video, but overall, I'm basically just trying to achieve as much as I can. Oh god, I didn't use the overdrive. I should have used the overdrive. There was overdrive. But overall, I'm trying to just I want to say I'm going to platinum this, but platinum involves a lot of dicking about on the sphere grid, which I can't do at the minute. Tell you what, we'll bring out the Twisted Sisters. I'm just trying to achieve as much as I can as early as I can. Normally I'm not drunk on these streams. I just want you to be aware of that. This is a one-off. I've been streaming every night this week, and I've been out tonight with my fellow daydreamer Sonny. Those of you that follow my channel will know about the collaboration channel that I am a part of, Daydreamer Gaming. You can find a link to that on the homepage. And we bring out all kinds of streams, videos, all kinds of awesome gaming stuff that you would absolutely love. But yeah, me and my fellow daydreamer Sonny have been out this evening, and I came back and I thought, I want to carry on streaming, so fuck it, that's what we're doing. So I hope that answers your question. Griff says I should use Riku. I'm not going to use Riku until I do the Don Tomberry AP trick, which is what I was intending to do this evening, but it's gone a bit tits up, to be fair. Richard's Final Fantasy says, sounds good. You're going to try and beat Penance? Absolutely. At some point, I am totally going to try and beat Nemesis and Penance. I'm going to try and beat all the Dark Aeons. I'm not at that point yet, sadly, but what I'm going to try and do over the next few streams is prepare for the Don Tomberry like AP trick, which you'll be able to find done. If you just Google it, you'll be able to find it. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, which I'm assuming you are, considering the fact that you're called Richard's Final Fantasy, you'll know about the AP trick with Don Tomberry. So I'm preparing for that, and then I'll start doing the hardcore shit, like all the Dark Aeons and Penance and Nemesis and all that sort of stuff. Beards is in the chat as well. Again, he says, what did I miss? You have missed literally nothing in this stream. I have achieved nothing whatsoever. But thankfully... Oh, what am I doing? See, the thing is, I'm too busy talking to you guys. I'm literally not paying any attention to what I'm doing. Right, we'll keep Waka in. Waka's amazing, so we'll keep Waka in. Right, get rid of Riku, because she sucks balls. Bring Tidus back in. Yuna should probably... Oh god, I'm having to concentrate on stuff now. For the whole stream I've just been talking shit, and now we're in Omega Ruins. I'm actually having to talk about stuff. Sounds good. You're gonna... Oh, we've already talked about that. Richard's just Zamato Penance. Oh, fucking Beards. Beards in your love for Yojimbo. You're obsessed. People that are watching this stream should know that Beards in the channel is like the king of Yojimbo. He is like all I can imagine with Beards is that he's just like sat at home right now, just with like a Yojimbo t-shirt on or something like that. He fucking loves Yojimbo. Focus up, Mule, says Griff. Cheers, man. I'm all over it. Why did I just go like that? I just went, yeah, cheers, Griff. Like, I've got I just went, cheers, Griff. Got a knob on my head. Anyway. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to sort my life out. Right. Okay, right. Carry on. Hold on. Let's mega potion this up and sort my life out. I was hoping the remaster would get you around the grid better and faster, says Richard's Final Fantasy. Well, personally, I'm happy that they've kept everything the same for the remaster. I don't want them to change anything from the PS2 version. I love the PS2 version. Brings back great memories of me when I was growing up. I don't want them to change anything when they remaster games. Oh god, Walker's dead! Walker's dead! Oh my god! Walker! Mystica says that he doesn't like Yojimbo. You can't say that when Beards is in the stream. You can't say any hate towards Yojimbo. Oh shit, what am I doing? You can't say any hate to Yojimbo when Beards is in the stream. He'll go fucking mental. Richard's Final Fantasy says, what is your favourite Final Fantasy? Favourite Final Fantasy, it's going to be Final Fantasy 7. I mean, everybody's favourite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 7. But... Oh, Oran's dead again. But it's not like it's not an immense, hugely clear favourite for me. Like, I've genuinely thought about this a lot. And, yeah, Final Fantasy 7 is my favourite Final Fantasy. Just because it's... like, the battle customization is so good, the story's fantastic, like, all the side quests are great. It's just really good, but... second place is either Final Fantasy 8 or Final Fantasy 10, and they really do come in immense closeness to Final Fantasy 7. Like, I actually joined the Final Fantasy series with Final Fantasy 8, and I loved it so much that I played Final Fantasy 7. So most people got into the series because of Final Fantasy 7. I actually got into the series because of Final Fantasy 8. And then, because everyone was banging on about Final Fantasy 7, I thought I have to play it, and obviously I loved it. But I was one of those guys that if things were like, when I was growing up, if things were popular, I automatically thought it was shit. So if loads of people were banging on about Final Fantasy 7, like saying how amazing Final Fantasy 7 was, I automatically thought, oh, you all love Final Fantasy 7, that means it's shit. But since then I've grown up and matured and realised that actually Final Fantasy 7 is amazing. And I quickly changed my mind about that. Oh, 8 was Griff's favourite. Good man. 8 is fantastic. I absolutely love 8, and people have been asking me, once I've finished with this, what am I going to do next? And frankly, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy 8, even though I'm being asked to do Final Fantasy 10-2, I've been asked to do Final Fantasy 15. Quite frankly, I'm really tempted to do Final Fantasy 8 because it's my favourite one and it's the one that I know the best. Fucking love Final Fantasy 8. I'll probably play it differently to other people.
No time to waste. Let's go.
So Richard's Final Fantasy says, yeah, 7 is great. You're looking forward to the remake. What would you like to see? Oh, well, that's a big question. I'm absolutely looking forward to the remake. However, with Square Enix being Square Enix, I don't know how well they're going to do it. I mean, quite frankly, being a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, all I want to see is the exact same game with updated graphics, voice acting, and that's pretty much it. Upgraded graphics and voice acting. That's all I want to see from a Final Fantasy remake. I don't care. I don't want them to change the mechanics of the game. I don't want them to change the mechanics of the battle system. They don't need to do that because it was brilliant, and that's what made the game so popular. All that we want is just a modernised version of Final Fantasy VII. We don't want episodes, which I know that they're going for, and I don't know how that's going to go down. I know they've kind of like tested it with Hitman. Personally, I think that's what they've done with Hitman. They've literally just tested it to see how episodic games go down. So they tried it with Hitman and thinking, can we do it with Final Fantasy VII? Ah, fuck it, we'll just try it with Hitman and see how it goes. And with games like Hitman, of course, it works fantastic. But with an RPG, you need the whole game. And are they gonna do the battle system the same as they did with Final Fantasy? As they did with Final Fantasy 15? I mean, don't get me wrong, the battle system with Final Fantasy 15 is fantastic, but personally, I don't want that in Final Fantasy 7. I want the same thing with good graphics, a remastered soundtrack, and voice acting. Right. Hopefully 8 will get a remake too as well, says Richard's Final Fantasy. It would be fantastic if it did. I mean, I love Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII is brilliant. But Final Fantasy VIII gets a lot of hate. So, and it's not regarded as the greatest game ever made like Final Fantasy VIII is. So I strongly doubt that Final Fantasy VIII would ever get a remake. But from... Oh, shit. Oh my god, this is the first time I've ever fucked up attack reels. This is what booze does to you. But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII will never get a remake. It's not popular enough. Drinkle said, Doubtful 7 is so much more beloved and it has taken this long for a remake to be even close to finish. And it's not close to finish, that's the thing. I can't remember if I saw on a YouTube video or a podcast or something recently that basically Final Fantasy VII Remake is nowhere near finished. And the problem with it is that it needs to live up to people's expectations. It needs to give you the same feeling that the original Final Fantasy did. And personally, as I just said, the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if you basically remake the game completely, but purely do graphical, musical, and voice dialogue upgrades. But what Square Enix are going to want to do... Oh god, we're dead. When was the last time we saved? See, I'm so emotional about this that I'm not even giving a shit about what we're actually fucking talking about. What we're actually playing. Yeah, because Square Enix are going to be Square Enix, they're going to try and upgrade the battle system. They're going to try and upgrade so many things when they shouldn't. They need to keep it the same, but just upgrade it for the new generation. 7 is so much more beloved, and it has taken this long for a remake to be even close to finish. Yeah, I've already said that. Yeah, you're probably right, Griff, sadly, says Rich Final Fantasy. They're going to change the battle system. Did you like Final Fantasy 15? I did like Final Fantasy 15. Rich's Final Fantasy. I haven't completed it yet. I'm actually not that far through Final Fantasy 15. I'm only up to chapter 3 or something like that, I believe. But that's just because I didn't have the time to play it. But people keep asking me on the streams what Final Fantasy I'm going to play next. Maybe Final Fantasy 15, maybe I'll go back to Final Fantasy 8, I don't know. But I need to complete Final Fantasy 15 because, like I say, I'm only up to about chapter 3. But I've spent a lot of hours on it because I've just been doing like every side quest that you can. And there's so many side quests with Final Fantasy 15 being open world. It's taking up all the time. So yeah, maybe I'll revisit that. Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 8 next, I don't know. Griff says, I feel like Final Fantasy 7 was the perfect game story for teenagers, and I'm not going to be able I'm not going to be able to get as into it while in my 30s if this remake is ever finished. I don't know. I disagree. It depends on what Square Enix do. It really does. It depends on how they go about it, because they're going to want to grab new gamers into the wonder that is Final Fantasy. They're going to want to reinvent Final Fantasy for the new generation. Whereas people like myself and you, Griff, we remember the glory days of Final Fantasy when Final Fantasy was amazing, and how fantastic Final Fantasy 7 was, and we've got these like nostalgia goggles of when we think of Final Fantasy 7, and we just want the same game, only updated. But I was in my lunch break today at work. Sorry guys, if you actually want me to play the game, I'll play the game, but I'm actually just talking Final Fantasy now. In my lunch break today, I went on to Game FAQs, and I was looking at Final Fantasy X stuff, and I think that I'm starting to think that the older generation, like us, like myself and yourself, Griff, in your 30s, I think we're a dying breed when it comes to Final Fantasy. Because I went into like a new board, like a new I don't even know what you call them, like a new stream sort of thing. My brain is dead now. I'm so drunk. Either way, I went into a new thread, and somebody was saying that Final Fantasy. Somebody actually said, and people agreed with this person, that Final Fantasy 13 had the best battle system ever. Final Fantasy 13, the worst of all the Final Fantasies, the shittiest Final Fantasies, the Final Fantasy that shit on every Final Fantasy that's ever happened in the past. They said that it had the best battle system, and there were people in there that agreed, and there was the minority of people, the kind of people like us that grew up like 80s, 90s, whatever, that said, no, well, you're wrong, you're just wrong, and they are wrong. And they were getting, like, people were shitting all over them, saying, no, Final Fantasy 13 was fucking amazing. It fucking isn't. Yeah, Griff says, Square Enix does not seem to be catering to us very much. It isn't. It really, they are not. They are shitting. They are shitting on the classic fans, and I'm sorry, new fans that are watching that like Final Fantasy 13, that like Final Fantasy 14, that like, I would say Final Fantasy 15. To be fair, Square Enix, I think, have sort of captured some of the old fans back with Final Fantasy 15. I from what I've played so far of Final Fantasy 15, I've really enjoyed it. It's been really good. But they really shit on people with Final Fantasy 13. I bought like a collector's edition of Final Fantasy 13. I think I might have even booked the week off work to play it. And I played it and I was like, what is this shit? It is awful. Richard Final Fantasy says, who the shit would say that? What's next? Final Fantasy IX was the best Final Fantasy, bollocks. Oh, that's controversial. There's lots of people that like Final Fantasy IX. In fact, one of my I do a Tuesday night stream, by the way. Anybody that's watching this, please be sure to subscribe. I do streams on a regular basis, and every Friday I do a group stream. We just play whatever we feel like. It's not Final Fantasy. On Tuesday this week we played Civilization. We're going to play Civilization again. On Tuesday next week we play like Grand Theft Auto, Insurgency. We play all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, please be sure to subscribe. But what I mean by why I'm referencing that with what Richard's Final Fantasy says is he says that who is say that Final Fantasy 9 is bollocks, basically. Sorry, his exact quote was, who the shit would say that? What's next? Final Fantasy 9 was the best. Final Fantasy, bollocks. One of the guys that I stream with on a Tuesday, Final Fantasy 9 is his favourite, so don't say that to him. He would be greatly upset by that. He'd be really upset by that. Again, I'm not even bothering playing the game now. If you want me to play the game, just say so in the comments. We're actually just talking Final Fantasy in the comments, which is great. Don't get me wrong, I love it. If you want me to play the game, I'll fucking play the game. But I'm half Kurt, and we're talking Final Fantasy, so whatever. Who cares? Chris says 9 is great, but few would say it's the best. I've never heard anything good about 13. Oh, you need to get onto game FAQs. People fucking love it on there. Like, people are really, like, totally loving it. I don't really leave comments on there anymore because I just end up getting into arguments with people about the stupidest of things, because there's so many unreasonable people on there that just talk absolute bollocks, that get genuinely insulted by the fact that you like a game and they don't. But it's really weird. Yeah, no, people like Final Fantasy 13. I should probably make it clear that I don't actually have a problem with people liking Final Fantasy 13. I've got friends that like Final Fantasy 13. It's fine. But what I do find weird is people that think that Final Fantasy 13 is better than games like Final Fantasy 10 or 10-2 or like 7. Like, there are people out there that think this, and I just don't. It just blows my mind. I don't understand it. If you like it, that's fine. But if you think it's better than those games, then I don't get it. So I mean, somebody in one of those like threads was saying that Final Fantasy 12 had a similar battle system to 10-2. How is 10-2 the same as 12? It's completely different. It's not the same battle system in any shape or form. Here he is. He's in the chat now. Frosty Harlequin saying how awesome 9 was. I was literally just talking about you. I don't know if you caught it. What else have we got? Who the shit would say that? Blah blah blah. We said that. 9 is great. Blah blah. 9 was okay, but compared to 7, 8, and 10, and personally, I love 12. 9 wasn't that great. 12, I never completed 12. That might be something to do, actually. That might be something good to do on the stream, because I never completed 12 when it came out. And obviously the HD version is coming out very soon, so that might be something to do on the stream. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you would like me to play Final Fantasy 12, or if you would rather I went back to the earlier ones, which I actually fucking know about. Because if I was streaming Final Fantasy 12, then I would be going in pretty much blind. So yeah, tell me what you think. Frosted, I didn't make it. 9 was my first Final Fantasy. Do you think it's like losing your virginity? Everyone remembers their first. I'll tell you what, it is, and I bet you the people in the stream would agree. What's your first Final Fantasy virginity? For me, I lost my Final Fantasy virginity with Final Fantasy 8. Even though, as I said earlier, Final Fantasy 7 was my favourite. Richard's Final Fantasy obviously agrees. Yeah. So what is everybody's Final Fantasy? How did everybody lose their Final Fantasy virginity? We're not actually playing the game now, so I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go somewhere that's got a better soundtrack, because Omega Runes has shit soundtrack. So we're gonna go to Besaid, because I like the Besaid soundtrack. It's nice.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
So yeah, anybody that's joining, please be sure to subscribe, like, share, all that bollocks. Normally, I would be actually playing this game, but it's just turned into like a Final Fantasy discussion now, which is great. I'm absolutely loving these discussions that we're getting on with now. It's fantastic. Here we go. Right, we'll just stand here, look out onto the Final Fantasy water, and we'll just talk Final Fantasy. Frosty says, confession time, I've never played 7 or 8. Oh, mate. If you like Final Fantasy 9, and obviously you like Final Fantasy 10, you need to play them. For me, Final Fantasy 8, I don't know, now that I'm talking about it a lot more, now that we're actually having this discussion, I'm wondering whether or not Final Fantasy 8 is my favourite. It's so hard. It's such a hard thing to discuss. With Dante, Final Fantasy 12 was one of the most challenging Final Fantasy ever played because of the battle system. Yeah, I think that's probably why I stopped playing it, because the battle system was completely different to anything we've ever experienced on Final Fantasy. Like, the Gambit system, I thought the Gambit system actually worked really well. It was actually quite good, the way that you could customize it, and the way that you only control one character and the rest of them are like support characters. But it was weird that you didn't have control over them. But the fact that you could still influence them, like in a mathematical kind of way, I quite liked. But ultimately, I stopped playing it. I don't even know how far through I got. And obviously, with Final Fantasy 13. Sorry, Final Fantasy 12. You didn't have summons or anything like that, so it was very. That's when things started to change a lot. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, God, I've got the hiccups now. Thing about boozing. Chris says 7 was my first, but 8 was the first that I finished. Went back and replayed 7 after loving 8. That is exactly what I did. I played 8 first, and I loved it. And because I loved 8 so much, people said you need to play 7, and then I went back and played 7. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I might have already addressed that. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. Frosty Harlequin says, I know it's tragic, just never got around to it. Life has gotten in the way and I discovered girls. Frosty, seriously, you're in a fucking live stream. Don't try and get your fucking wily ways in on the stream because you can talk to girls. We can all talk to girls, we just don't fucking brag about it. Right. Richard's Final Fantasy says Final Fantasy is life. I agree. Final Fantasy is fantastic. I'll tell you what, right. I've been doing this like YouTube thing for about a year now. It's a hard thing to get into. I'm not doing it for the clicks or anything like that. I'm doing it because I genuinely enjoy it. And if anything comes out of it, then that's a huge bonus. But I've never had such an awesome response from the community since I started doing these Final Fantasy X streams a few weeks ago. Like I've done so much stuff on YouTube. I've done recordings, I've done edited videos, I've done live streams for all kinds of other games and everything like that. But I've not had such an awesome response as I've had in the past week or so playing Final Fantasy X. And it's been brilliant. I've absolutely loved it. So thank you to everybody that has joined these live streams. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'm going to carry on doing Final Fantasy things. I don't know if this is a thing I'm going to like, if this is something I'm going to like become, because it's almost like I've like found my calling, because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I'm doing Final Fantasy streams. I'm getting such a great response from the community. Maybe I should just do Final Fantasy stuff. Tell me what you think. Let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments. You know, tell me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Gaming Mule 88. That's where I post where I'm going to plan on streaming. That's where I'm going to schedule a stream. Let me know. Frost is saying, tell some of my exes. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we getting into here? Richard's Final Fantasy says, do what I did, pick one, marry her, and kids if you're into, and continue with Final Fantasy. We've got a family man. We've got a family man, Final Fantasy family man in the comments. Fantastic. It's good to know that when you have a family, you can still continue with Final Fantasy. Dante, man, you can't say that. You're a Final Fantasy fan if you've never played 7. There you go, Frosty. You need to get onto 7. It's been said. Dante said it. I've actually played the first few Final Fantasy games. Oh, that's when we're going into weird old territory. That is when we go to like 1 to 6. It's a weird thing to talk about. Like Final Fantasy like 4, 5 and 6, brilliant. But 1, 2 and 3 are a bit weird because they've got all different releases and stuff like that, haven't they? Like Final Fantasy 1 in one country is 3 in the other and stuff like that. It's a bit of a weird thing to go with. Mule, would Final Fantasy only mean no Tuesday night sessions? Oh no, don't mean that. Oh, sorry. I should have made that clear. If I do go totally Final Fantasy, I am still going to be doing the Tuesday night show with Frosty Harlequin, who's in the comments, and Scavadover. There is no way I would stop doing that. We've been doing that for years. We've only been streaming it for the past couple of weeks, but we've been playing it for years, and I would never give up on the Tuesday night show. I just want you to be clear on that, Frosty. Griff says you'll be the only person streaming nothing but Final Fantasy and Elite Dangerous. I'll tell you what, the way I'm going at the minute, Griff, that's all I want to stream. I'm having an absolute blast just playing Final Fantasy and Elite Dangerous. That's all I want to play at the minute. I mean, fucking hell. Batman VR came out the other day on the Oculus. Batman VR came out on the Oculus the other day, and I've still yet to buy it. I haven't bought it yet. And anybody that knows me knows how much of a fucking massive Batman fan I am, and I've not bought that yet. Right, if we're going to carry on this chat, we need to change the soundtrack. Because we're at Besaid, and as much as I love Besaid, we've been here for a little bit too long. Richard's Final Fantasy says, love the job system in 5. I knew they would introduce that again, and they did in 10 too. Which one? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to even remember which one 5 was. The one that sticks out for me, like the old ones, is the one with Cecil in it. He was like a dark knight, wasn't he? And became a paladin. Was that Final Fantasy 4? Or was it 5? I think it was 4, wasn't it? That was Cecil. I think. Maybe. Right, I'm just going to save the game. This stream's going to drop out for a second. But don't worry, I'm still here. Okay. Right. If you want this to carry on, guys, we will carry it on, but I desperately need to go for a slash. And I need to go for a cigarette as well. He smoked! So, I'm going to leave you with... I need to create, like, a sign or something that says, be right back. Is there anything that I can use in the meantime? To be right back. I'll tell you what, you can just have a look at Doomsday and Vault Boy having a bit of a fight. Hold on. Oh god, I can't get it. Oh god! This is gonna totally... oh my god, I've totally fucked things up now with this camera. Oh my god! I fucked up my... ah! Still talk away in the chat, guys. I can still talk into my microphone. Cecil in 4, yeah, great game. Only Final Fantasy with 5 party members. Ah, yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh god, what the fuck is going on my camera? Hold on. All this because I wanted to show you guys Doomsday and Pip-Boy having a fight. And so I could go for a cigarette and a slash. Ah, there we go, that's a bit better. Now you can just see my face. Whoa! Okay. There you go. There's Pip-Boy and Doomsday having a fight. Ah! Right, I'm going for a smoke and a slash. We're back in 2 seconds, guys. Chat away in the chat. Catch you later. Oh, Frosty Harlequin says it's bedtime for little old me. Some of us have sales to strive for in the morning. Well, thank you so much for joining the stream, kids. I'll speak to you on Tuesday. Anybody that is not already subscribed to this channel, please be sure to subscribe. Frosty, that is just leaving the chat, he is part of the Tuesday night show. I stream every week on a Tuesday. We just basically have a crack and play whatever games we feel like and have a really good night. So, good night, Frosty Harlequin. I'm going for a slash and a cigarette. Doomsday and Vault Boy are going to have a fight. Please chat away, and I'll be back very shortly. Don't go away. Bye! Right, we're back in the chat now. I just need to. Oh shit! Ah! Right, I just need to sort my camera out again. Hold on a second. Hold on. Camera's all over the shop now. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I needed to go for a slash and I needed to go for a smoke because we've been streaming now for nearly, well, just over an hour and 45 minutes. And it's been great. We've just been talking Final Fantasy. Let's see what's going on in the chat. By the way, I've just checked my emails while I was out there. And thank you so much, Richard's Final Fantasy, for subscribing. You're an absolute diamond for doing so. Hold on, yeah, play more, Richard. Blah blah, it's bedtime. Richard's played all apart from 11 and 14. Griff says 11. Final Fantasy 11 was shit. I don't know. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 11, and it was okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of MMOs. I'm not a big fan of MMOs. Well, listen to the Zanarkand theme tune now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of MMOs. I tried getting into Final Fantasy 11, but it just didn't work for me. And the subscription cost was too high for the amount of time that I could put into it. But what I found from the Final Fantasy 11 community was that it was a really good community. Like, if you needed any help or anything like that, people were always willing to help you. And I got in on a few groups, and it was great. You know, everybody was always willing to help. So the community aspect of Final Fantasy 11 was fantastic. It was brilliant. Final Fantasy 14, I tried, but I didn't try it for very long. And again, I'm not a fan of MMOs, so I didn't get into it. At all. So yeah, Griff says 11 was shit. Fair enough. Griff says just 7, 8 and 9 and 15 and 11, but that doesn't really count. Yeah, I'm pretty much with you in that respect, Griff. Nice, you've got to play 10 and 10-2 when you can. I agree, Griff. I certainly hope after watching these streams, and you've been involved in a lot of these streams, that you might give 10 a go. Did 12 get re-released on the PS4? No, but very soon. They were already talking about it. I need to sort this fucking camera out. It's all over the shop. Yeah, Richard's Final Fantasy said, yeah, there's only arcade this summer. Yeah, it's out very soon. Re-release of Final Fantasy 12. What other games? Griff is a huge BioWare and Bethesda fan. Same here again. Any games you're looking forward to? Not really right now. Destiny 2, I guess, but that's ages away. It's not. When is Destiny 2 coming out? That's not too far away, is it? Destiny 2. On Daydream Gaming, also another channel I'm a part of, a collaboration channel. We will definitely be playing Destiny 2. Especially myself and Sunny, one of the other daydreamers on there. We will definitely be playing Destiny 2, and we will have an absolute blast on it. Richard's Final Fantasy says, no problem, man. What days and time do you stream? Well, if I'm going to be honest with you, just whenever I can. this past like couple of weeks, I've been streaming every day because my girlfriend has been working every night. So every night that she's been working, I've been streaming. So, but that's not going to happen it's not going to happen from now on. I just stream when I can, as much as I can. I try to put out as much on Twitter as I can when I'm planning on streaming. So if you want to keep up to speed on when I'm going to be streaming, then please follow me on Twitter at Gaming Mule 88. Beards is in the chat. Beards has been a great contributor to these comments recently. 10-2 is amazing. He loves 10-2. He also loves Yojimbo. He's the head of the Yojimbo Appreciation Society. Griff says, I've got to finish 15 first, only about halfway through, and Persona 5, and I want to replay Andromeda. So yeah, I'll put Final Fantasy X in the backlog. Yeah, be sure to. And Final Fantasy... sorry, not Final Fantasy. Persona 5 is something that I need to put in the backlog as well, because I've heard so many good things about Persona. And Persona 5 looks fantastic. From what I've seen from Persona 5, it looks like an absolutely amazing game. And everybody that has talked about it has said how amazing it is. Even people that don't play RPGs, like Sunny, for example, one of my fellow daydreamers, he's talked about Persona. He's got Persona, and he's been saying what an amazing game it is. 2nd of September for for Destiny 2, apparently, says Griff. So I will, we'll definitely be on that on the Daydream Gaming channel. Not so much on here. I probably won't do much on here, but if that's something that you're interested in, Destiny, then absolutely check out the Daydream Gaming channel. We will definitely be doing that. Richard's Final Fantasy says, 10-2 trailers did not fill me with confidence. When I played it, I was pleasantly surprised. I don't even know if I even saw the trailers for 10-2 when it came out. I was just like such a huge fan of like 7 to 9 and 10. Like, I love 10. Just the fact that they brought out as well a sequel to one of the games, because obviously every Final Fantasy before that was its own story, and they brought out a sequel to one of the games. It was unheard of. It was unheard of in the gaming world that they brought out a sequel. So they brought out a sequel, and it was good. It was okay. It was good. I know Beards loves it, but it was... I did enjoy it, but you need a guide for it. And that was... Even though I've got a guide now for Final Fantasy X, I only bought this because I wanted to, like, get all the secrets and shit in it. But with Final Fantasy X-2, I bought the guide because I felt that you needed it for the game. You absolutely needed it for the game. I mean, I'd love to know how far people got and how well they did in the game without the guide, because the guide, I thought, was just completely essential to it. Beard says, I unlocked everything and beat every boss in 10-2. Almost 200 plus hours. Zanmato. Fucking love Zanmato, does Beards. Griff says, trailers had Riku in a bikini dancing around and shit. I'm really surprised that didn't get... hold on a second. Trailers had Riku in a bikini dancing around and shit. I'm really surprised that didn't get me to buy the game. If I can do a soft reset, I'll tell you what, I haven't watched it in years. Hold on, I'm going to save this game again. And if I can do a soft reset while still streaming, then we're going to watch the opening to Final Fantasy X-2. Is it going to let me do a soft reset while still on stream? Oh, it might do by the looks of it. Because in a weird way, I actually really enjoyed like the girl band stuff thing in Final Fantasy X-2. I actually quite like the cutscenes and stuff like that. So, sod it. While we're here, we might as well watch it. As long as YouTube doesn't cut it out, or as long as PlayStation doesn't cut it out, it shouldn't do. Broadcasting only microphone because you entered blah blah blah. So the stream might have cut out for a second, but I am still here. The music. Is it? Has it still cut out? Oh, it's not saying it's on air. Oh, is it not gonna play the cutscene? It's not gonna play the fucking cutscene, is it? I'm watching the cutscene right now, but it's saying that it's not on air. That is awful if it's not. Are you guys seeing this? Or are you just seeing blank? I bet you guys are just seeing blank, aren't you? Blue screen. Oh, no way. It is blue screen. Fucking PlayStation has cut it out. Bastards. Fucking Square Enix. Bunch of fucking... Mysticus is back on. Cutscenes are blocked on PS4. Motherfuckers. Right, I'm going to do another soft reset then. And go back to Final Fantasy X. If we can. It's not letting me do it while in this cutscene. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Really sorry. Oh, we've got the, like, fucking pop scene and stuff. No, it's not even letting me go back. It's not even letting me do a soft reset. Motherfuckers! I can't believe that is blocked out. Mitsuka says on PC version you can show everything you want. Well, that's good. Another good thing is I'm looking to get a capture card for PS4, so hopefully within the next month I'll get a capture card and I'll just stream through my PC, and then none of this shit will happen. You'll have none of these restrictions that Sony and Square Enix put in place, which is fucking bullshit. So sorry guys, and I can't do a soft reset. We're doing the whole 10-2 opening now, the fucking girl band sort of thing. Son of a bitch. I'm marketing this game doing shit like this. I'm trying to tell you guys what a great opening Final Fantasy X-2 was, and I can't even fucking show it to you. I always thought this opening was a bit daft as well. And it made sense, because I always figured that Yuna was a bit of an introvert, and then here she is being a radical pop star. But then obviously the storyline explains that. Spoiler alert! X-2 is amazing, says Bids. I know you love 10. I know you love X-2. Mr. Kissel, I've been here all to the time, and he likes X-2 as well. Oh, it's such a shame. When's the stream gonna come back on? When's it gonna? Ah, there we go. We should be back on now. Doing this bullshit fight. Yeah, we have to fight Yuna, don't we, at the start of this game? Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me.
Boys. Want in on this number? Then show me your moves.
God, I bought this like the day it came out. Like, I couldn't wait for this game. I could play some of this game now, but I'm sorry guys, this isn't a Final Fantasy X-2 stream tonight. Soft reset. Sorry. I know that you guys, some of you guys are huge Final Fantasy X-2 fans, but we're not playing it today, not today. And now that I know that half of the shit is cut out, then that definitely gives me incentive to wait until I get my capture card, and then I can actually stream the whole thing to you without any of these bullshit restrictions. Oh, LeBlanc, yeah, that's it. Mystica says, I love LeBlanc's character here. Griff says, this game looks so fucking weird. It is weird, but that's what makes it fantastic. And it is a fantasy. But either way, I think with it now being 10 to 2 in the morning, I think it's time to end this stream. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I tell you what, I have had an absolute blast tonight. I've not achieved anything in the actual game, but we've had some great chats about Final Fantasy in general. We've had an awesome night. Yeah, it's been great. Genuinely, I've really enjoyed it, and even though I've been smashed out of my face, it's still been an absolute pleasure. So thank you for watching. Anybody that is watching this channel that is new to the Gaming Mule channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back very soon with some more Final Fantasy stuff. Also, please be sure to check out Daydreamer Gaming, which is a collaboration channel that I'm a part of. Currently I'm doing an Elite Dangerous sort of like series on there, so I don't exclusively do Final Fantasy streams, at least at the minute anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been Gaming Mule, see you all again soon. Bye.